on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Condors of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
At the 30-yard line.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson. And shedding through the... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6. At the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. If you look at this defense, they interplay here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut him down on that attempt?
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really won.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, it'll be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from it.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
44-yard line.
2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. The 20. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Jackson throwing once more. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
He may go back to the whole combo discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens, because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Franklin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now here come the Ravens. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel, and he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Jackson now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Rio offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving them 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things at 17 all. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and that one tied 14 apiece in the 2nd quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Black Knights looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Vikes locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught, fighting his way through contact. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ball start, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Harris running straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. It fights him off. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie things at 20.
So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long. Very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And this taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now for the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Rio first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Down at the 25.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the give, this is Harris.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The offense on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Jackson now. There's a nice move. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit. and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, and they go back to Harris. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. Touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Condors have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. From that, a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to have to look up to Scott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
It's a gain of 10.
Back to throw now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hold in here, Caldwell. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Boy, a 3rd miss of the game right there. By rights, they could be high and dry right now, but instead, this is still a ball game.
And defensively here, you can't let this affect you. You've got to go out and do your job, not worry about someone else's.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to